happy episode 3 of the Christian Student Diaries. I'm so happy you're here. So thankful that you opened up another page of this little diary of mine. Turtleneck. Why I was feeling burnt out in the Good morning. I feel like y'all never see my Monday morning routine, so I wanted to bring y'all into my morning routine, and it's literally like mostly working out and then Bible time. Good morning. It's 8:15 or 8:16. It's time to work out.
We're gonna go ahead and start the walk.
But I wanted to bring y'all into it. We're about to get into Bible time, the most important time of the day. I'm finishing up Jeremiah this week, which I'm actually so sad about, but we're starting Ezekiel in February. So for those who read along with my Bible plans, here is the February Bible plan. But also it'll be posted on my community tab and stuff. And now get into my Bible time. I've been listening to Brandon Lake a lot and just old Maverick City, and I've been loving it. So we're gonna turn on some worship and get into the word. Currently 11:26. I ended up filming some content before or after I ate breakfast, but now we're at my desk. Y'all know I like to do my little to-do list. I actually wrote this one Friday after I finished all my homework, so this is basically just a streamlined list of all the homework that I want to knock out today. So yeah, it's my Jim Crow video for my writing about place class, because I live in the South. So to watch a lecture for my sociolinguistics class and then read 15 minutes of a book that my teacher assigned for us to read. And y'all, I thought this book was gonna be small. Hold up, look at this book. This is the book. So we're gonna get to reading at least 15 minutes of that. That's just always in the life of an English major. There's so many books that you have to read literally all the time that your teacher's like, yep, just read this book, and you look at the book and you're like, girl, this is 400 pages. But I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I enjoy reading, that I'm able to be analytical with my reading and learn more about literature, because then I can always apply it to my Bible time. And that's what I've just learned over my years of undergrad and also my progression of my master's program, is every single literary technique that I learn in my master's program, I can apply it to reading the word and grow in my understanding of the word. And that's an amazing thing. So I'm going to stop yapping, turn on my worship, and get to homework. Back at the desk to just touch base really quickly. I just finished up my morning work session. It is literally 2:54. I don't usually work this late into the afternoon, but I kind of had a lot on my docket that if I didn't do today, I would be behind for the week. So I finished the Jim Crow video I had to watch for my writing about place class. I also went ahead and just finished the discussion board for my writing about place class. Then I watched my sociolinguistics lecture and then read 15 minutes of Janesville Park for my energy humanities class. This is the book. I ended up taking notes notes on every single chapter like I did last semester, because it truly does help me when I have to write an essay about this text, for example. I also annotate as I read, so I'll like highlight major points and stuff. But I was trying to figure out if I should do a better system, because last semester writing like basically a summarization of each chapter on the chapter really did help, but I don't know if there's like a better way to annotate as I read. I don't know, but it's 3 p.m. and my brain is fried because I usually don't work this late into the afternoon, and I most definitely did work on 3 different classes in one day, which I try not to do because it can make my brain feel really fogged and like tired afterwards, but I don't regret it. I feel like getting all that work done today was just a great start to the week, and I'll be on track for the rest of the week. Good afternoon, guys. Happy Tuesday. Of course there will be a plane as soon as I start filming. Happy Tuesday. We're about to head out to the thrift store. We're back home. I want to show you guys a little haul of everything I got from the thrift. I got this beige long sleeve turtleneck. I got a black long sleeve turtleneck, a gray long sleeve turtleneck, and then a red No Boundaries Walmart brand top that actually eats so bad. Like, I love the texture of it and the fabric. All for $12. It's currently 5 p.m. And I have my Dunkin', and we're gonna get ready to start some work. But this week, y'all, I really have been trying to remember the words of my pastor's sermon this Sunday because it was so good, and it was just talking about how you have to be prepared for your purpose, and wherever you are now, if you don't feel like you're walking in your purpose, just know you're being prepared for it. And I really have been thinking on that all week, especially just with being a postgraduate. Like, I feel like the reality of being post-grad is that some people pursue more degrees like I am, and some people get straight into the workforce, and some people do both. They are in school and working at the same time, and we can never predict what the Lord wants our portion to be. We only can just walk in his plan and his purpose. So I've really been just trying to focus on that. And I also redecorated my room yesterday just out of wanting to really honor God with my space, but also to literally sit in where I am and make it the most me possible. Because I feel like I'm often moving so much and trying to like stay productive and do this, that, and the third, that I don't do stuff that brings me joy. Like having an I Love Jesus tapestry up, so cute to me, like, but I usually wouldn't sit and take time to like redecorate or make my space feel more like me, especially during school year, because I'm thinking about, oh, I should be doing this, I should be working on this assignment. And so the Lord really has just been teaching me to slow down and just sit in the now. So when I went thrifting with my mom today, I was really just thanking God that like I can go thrifting, you know what I mean? That I can pick up my favorite chocolate bar from the store or try a new mascara and have my mom pay for it. Like, I have so many small luxuries that I need to sit and thank God for before I sit and thank God for every luxury that I cannot afford at the moment, you know? And I'm really just trying to sit in that truth this week. Okay, I'm really trying to do that. My plan for the rest of this afternoon, it's currently 5 p.m. so we're just gonna move into evening work mode and not think about the fact that we skipped a morning one, and we're gonna try to do everything in our evening work session and see how it goes. So I have 15 minutes of Janesfield. I have Janesfield Park. This is Mansfield Park, but it's written by Jane Austen, so that shows you where my brain was when I wrote this. But I wanted to get to page 60 of this, so that's more than 15 minutes of reading, but just putting 15 minutes will at least get me somewhere if I try that. And then I wanted to begin one of my sociolinguistics readings. They're all 20 pages each, like at minimum. So I'm just gonna have to buy the bullet and start one of those, and then I wanted to do an hour of work. So I think we're gonna start with the sociolinguistics reading. I watched the lecture for that yesterday, so at least I'm prepped and primed for what she's gonna say in those, or what those readings are gonna be talking about. And then also for the Mansfield Park reading, I think I'm going to try to find the audio version of that and listen to it, because on the page, I was annotating and writing really good notes on the page, but I constantly had to go back and reread what I was reading yesterday, because this is this was published and written a while ago. So their English is very kind of different, and I had to keep rereading things to make them make sense. So I think if I just listen to it and follow along while I'm reading on the physical page, I can take notes and annotate a lot more efficiently than I was doing yesterday, because it literally took me like 45 minutes to read 30 pages. And I'm a really fast reader, so that usually does not take that long for me, but it's because of the way it was written, and that's why I finished at 3 p.m. yesterday, which I was like, that is so late for me to finish work, but it's okay. I'm gonna start on the reading. I think I'm gonna find or choose this bike shop reading, because that's the first one on the page, and we're gonna get to work, because if I keep yapping, we're gonna be not doing well for the work schedule. So let's get to
Before Mrs. Norris had been indulging in very dreadful fears.
Okay, hey guys, it's a bit later. I finished reading some of my Christian nonfiction of the day. I've been reading Gods at War by 𝐤𝐫𝐤𝐚. It's basically about all the different idols you can have in your life and exploring how those can be presented like in your daily life. It's such a convicting read, but it's so good. And I'm also reading for my just clean fiction, P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I am almost done with it though. I started reading both of these books over the weekend, P.S. I Still Love You and Gods at War, just because I felt like I needed to keep reads in rotation, and both of these are so good. But P.S. I Still Love You I have been eating through just because Jenny Han's writing is so good. But all I have to say is the second book of the series is so much better than the second movie in the like movie series, because there's so much stuff happening in the second book that I'm like, why is none of this ever like talked about? And when people were talking about the second movie, I'm like, did nobody read the second book? Because this second book is good. Like, it's most definitely giving like filler book, but it's still really good. But that was the update for the night. I finished all my homework that I wanted to do, and also finished an hour of work, so tomorrow we'll be back on track for just kind of the work vibes and also homework vibes. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update before the end of the night. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is 8:46 and we're in my workout room. One of my goals for February is to use my workout room in my house a lot more. This workout room actually does help me get in like my workout a lot quicker without any distractions, because it's like a totally different space. So yeah, we're about to do our workout, and then I'm gonna do a spin workout afterwards. Today's abs, so I'm gonna do abs and then some cardio, because I also, like I already told you guys, want to get in the habit of doing more cardio in February, because I don't do any cardio at the moment, and it feels really good to move my body before I go and sit stationary at my desk all day. So let's get to this workout. Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well.
Check that out.
Okay, happy Wednesday. It is 11:59 and we are about to get started on homework for the day. I slowly but surely have been a lot more lenient with my schedule, but I've actually been really liking to be a little bit more lenient, especially with last week being a snow week, and then this week being like the last week of January. I feel like everybody's just kind of in a lull, so I am taking a more relaxed aspect of my schedule, or look towards my schedule, but still most definitely getting to the desk and getting work done nonetheless. But today we have to finish my sociolinguistics readings. I want to begin and select the text for the summary that I have due for my energy humanities class. My teacher gave us options to select from, so I want to figure out which one I want to read and write about. It's a 650 word summary, so it shouldn't be too strenuous, but that class has been a little strenuous on my brain. It's a little bit more of a kind of high power, no pun intended, type of class. And then I want to read 15 minutes of the book that I have to read for that class as well. There was supposed to be a voice thread that we have to like answer and respond to questions with through like a voice memo, but he hasn't posted it yet for the week, so I can't start on that. I can just only read the text for that voice thread. So that's the plan for today. And then I want to try to get 1 or 2 hours of work done, but we'll see how that lulls out, because I can never predict how I'm gonna feel afterwards. If I want to do 1 or 2 hours, goal is to do at least 1, but 2 would be ideal, just ideal. So we're gonna start on our work shortly. I also have some clothes in the dryer because it's Wednesday. Y'all know we do our weekly resets on Wednesday, so yeah, or washer and dryer. I have clothes in there, but I'm gonna turn on some worship and get to working because it's now 12:01 and I love starting on like the dot. So yeah, I've been listening to a lot of country gospel. This man named Luke Bauer, he has really good music. I don't know if it's considered gospel, but it's like country worship rather. I really have been liking his music, so I'm gonna crank that on and get to work. Currently 2:47. We just got up from the desk from doing our morning homework session. I finished my sociolinguistics reading and then also posted on the discussion board and then replied to another one of my classmates' comments. There was only one comment on the discussion board. Now there's two because I did my post and then replied to one. But I went ahead and did that, so that's the majority of my work for my sociolinguistics class. I need to go and reply to one other person, but there's only 2 people posted, me and one other girl, like I just said, so we'll have to do that later this week, maybe tomorrow or Friday. But I did that, and then I also started on the readings that I needed to do for my energy humanities class. I technically need to read 4 chapters today, and I went ahead and read 2, but I got super irritable because I don't know, sometimes doing classwork can make me feel like I'm just like working and working and working, and I like there's no break, especially with all the readings that I have to do for my energy humanities class and then having that summary due Monday. I just got super irritable. So let's take a break now. So we're taking a break now. I'm gonna probably read Gods at War. I really have been liking it. It really is like a punch to the face though, so we'll see how I receive that right now, because he does not say anything that will allow you to stay in your comfort zone. Like, this book is very much so like out of your comfort zone, and I feel like that's the season of my life right now. I'm really being tested and tempted to go out of my comfort zone, stand up for myself, stand 10 toes down on what I know the Lord has promised me. And yeah, but like sometimes uncomfortability is the key to growth. So maybe that's just the vibe for the morning. Just lots of uncomfortability that's all leading me to growth, classwork, life stuff, all of it, just growth. So I'm gonna read Gods at War and then hopefully read some of P.S. I Still Love You, because I need to finish it. It's just, I've said this before, but Jenny Han's writing is so fast paced that sometimes you'll literally read like 15 chapters in one sitting and then you have to take a break because you're like, the plot is so good, I need to sit and think about the plot, and then when I'm done thinking about it, I'm like, okay, let's read again, because there's just so much to think about. But I have no idea how she's gonna end it, so that's the vibe. We're gonna do those 2 things, get some lunch, chill and relax, because my shoulders literally feel like they're up to my ears, and I know they're not, but I just feel so tense, so I need to relax and just vibe out. Hey guys, happy Thursday. It is 6:25 p.m. I have not chatted with y'all all day because honestly, I was feeling a little burnt out today. I don't know what it was this week, but I just felt super burnt out. I think yesterday when I got from the desk and was talking to you guys and telling you guys, like, I just felt like a little like tense. I think that was the beginning of my burnout. And then last night when I went to go and do homework, I just simply like was so tired. I was like, no, I'm not doing homework. So I only ended up doing an hour of work last night, and I didn't do any of the reading that I was supposed to do for my energy humanities class. And I felt so bad, and I was talking to God, and God was like, maybe just rest. So I woke up this morning, I had a good talk with God, and just like asked him to help me like stay on track, and asked him to help me just like battle burnout properly. And he just showed me that like there's first of all no reason I should be burnt out in the beginning of the semester. I'm doing too much. And he just told me like take all the extra stuff out today and just do the bare minimum of what you need to do. So I didn't film for you guys at all. I didn't try to film any extra content for TikTok. I didn't force myself to read my Christian nonfiction and my clean fiction. I didn't force myself to do anything that's extra that's on my docket that is just like a luxury that I get to add and like work on discipline in. I didn't do any of that. I literally got to my desk whenever I ended up getting to my desk, and I did my work, and I'm literally on such good like pace right now for just the weekend and having all my assignments still upcoming. Like I'm on a good pace. I ended up finishing the book that I was supposed to be reading for my energy humanities class. I finished all 136 pages, and then I also started on the summary. I finished all my work for the week, my 4 hours, and I just had to like remind myself that this is a luxury. Like work is a luxury, getting to make these videos for you guys is a luxury, and I don't need to force myself to do anything just out of the routine part of it. So I feel like that's kind of why I was feeling burnt out, and the Lord just showed me like if you are feeling burnt out, all you need to do is take out the extras of your day and focus on the bare minimum, and I promise you, you'll just feel so refreshed. And I feel like burnt out may seem extreme, but I feel like if you just can't get yourself like up to that desk or work and you just feel so tired, you are burnt out in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you can get long periods of burnt outness or just a couple days where you're just not feeling it and you need to take a break. So that's what I did. I also went to Bible study last night for the first time since November, and y'all, my heart was so full. My heart literally was so full. I logged in and they were like, Jay, where have you been? And I was like, oh my gosh, like I missed the community. I also went to Tuesday night Bible study at my church. I logged in for like 10 minutes while I was doing work, but it's still like the community aspect of it. And now I'm about to go to a youth like church meeting at my church because we're starting that up soon, and I volunteered to help because I really want to get more involved in my local ministry. Really want to try to do more of that. Y'all know I was helping with the prize dancers, and now I'm moving on to something else, just a different ministry in my church, but I still like to be active in my church because I think online ministry is a beautiful thing, but also just always know that I'm always trying to be active in my local church and my local community, because that's truly like the fruits of your labor. You can see it so much more when you can see people face to face. Not saying you can't see the fruits of the labor of online ministry, but just for me, physical serving has just always been instilled in me and something that I need to do. So I'm excited for that. That meeting is at 7. So in a couple minutes or so, but I just wanted to update y'all and let y'all know what we was up to today, because I haven't talked to y'all at all today. But I was productive. I battled that burnout with the power of the Holy Spirit, okay? Okay. Hey guys, good morning. Happy Friday. I'm finishing getting ready. We're about to go to the thrift store and then pop by the mall. And I got a lip tint yesterday in that I want to show you guys because I feel like these are going to be my new favorite thing to like experiment with. Y'all know I love a good lip product. I love a good gloss. And I recently discovered that you can layer lip tints underneath glosses. So this is just like a $5 one from Amazon from the brand Essence. So I'm going to try it on underneath a brown lip liner and then put like a clear gloss on top and see how I like it. This is a watery one, and I have good expectations for it. And it literally tastes like cough syrup. Like I keep trying not to eat it, but like it's so watery. But you're supposed to do it like this and then let it dry and then put a gloss on top. So we're gonna let it dry, but like I said, we're going to the thrift and the mall, and at the mall there's this shop called Miss A. I don't know what regions of the US Miss A is in, or if it goes outside of the US, but they have like lots of good makeup. Last time we went in the mall, I meant to go into Miss A, but it literally was so hot in there, I just could not. So I'm praying today that it's not too hot and I can pop in there, because I have a jean jacket on and a turtleneck, so I'm like praying that I'm not overheating or anything. And I'm honestly contemplating taking this turtleneck off or this jean jacket off because jean jackets aren't for the weak. And sorry if the noise is crazy. But in Miss A, I say I would say in Miss A, they apparently have lip tints. So I want to see if I can get some of their lip tints. And their lip tints like work like the same like this one. But Miss A's stuff is like super way cheaper than this $5 one I paid. So that's why I'm like, I want to go in there and see. But this is the color. And you can keep layering it as much as you want, but I'm going to wait for it to dry down a little bit, and I'm going to see if I want to change my jacket. Okay, I decided I'm going to keep the jean jacket on. I'm just going to put it on right before we leave. I think my room's just a little toasty, but this is the lip tint dyed like when it's dried down, and you can tell the color is like most definitely a little calmer than it was when I first put it on. So I'm going to pop a gloss on top and see how I like it. I think I've worn this watermelon gloss with y'all before, so I think I'm going to pop this one on over top and then see how it wears today. But I'm going to see how it wears today, because if it wears well, then I'm going to really start wearing that Essence one more. But hopefully I can find the Miss A ones and experiment with those. But it's supposed to just be like a pretty lip tint that stays on with you all day, and you can layer it with other glosses and stuff. I usually never go this pink with my lips, but it's the first time with everything, you know. So we're just gonna try this out for today, and then we're gonna head off to the store in the mall. But I think I like it. I think it's cute. I also tried some new products from Shein on my face today, some new powder products, because I don't think I trust their cream just yet. But yeah. Guys, the weather in Texas today is so good. Like, it's literally 70 degrees. I should not have this turtleneck on, but it was amazing outside. Like, it was truly wonderful. Okay, we are finally back home, and before I end out this vlog, I want to show you guys everything I got from Miss A. So first thing I got is, or first couple things that I got is these nude eyeliner pencils. So this one is literally nude, and it's supposed to make your eyes like look bigger. Then I got a white one to try out with. And then I got a kind of angled brush, because I showed you guys before in a vlog that I've been doing 𝐬𝐫𝐞𝐝, which is basically you highlight your eye, like underneath your eye area. So I got a brush specifically for that, because I've been using an eyebrow brush to do that. Then I got more sticky notes, because if y'all haven't been able to tell, when I read for my classes, and it's a physical book, I take notes and summarize every single chapter using sticky notes. So I got some more sticky notes, because I literally had none at all. And then I got 2 lip stands that I was talking to you guys about earlier. I can't believe we found those in the store. Like, that was literally such a treat. I have the plum one on right now, and I actually really like it. I think it's so cute. And then I got this one. This is more of a coral shade, so now I have 2 to experiment with. And hopefully next time we go to Miss A, that's the place where I got all the stuff from, I'll be able to find more. And then they have like just random freebies too. So that's kind of my haul. We also went to the thrift store, and I picked up some like longer maxi skirts and stuff that hopefully I can show you guys with me on, versus like just show you guys them be another haul, because I don't know, try on hauls are fun, and I haven't done one yet, but I want to show you guys like kind of how I style them when I end up styling them, washing them, and all the things. But I want to thank you guys so much for rocking with me for another week today. And this whole week was really like a kind of restful week, and a really big challenge to have work-life balance, but also just to make sure that I'm not burning myself out. So well, I didn't get to any homework today. I know I have the weekend, and I feel confident now saying that I can work on some of this stuff on the weekend, knowing that I will have time. But also, I still have Monday. I'm not at all off track for anything that I'm doing for my studies, so I can have days like I had today where I was just out and about and was able to just spend family time and all the things. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, so much for just rocking with me for another week, and don't forget to always protect your peace. Bye! Thank you so much for watching. Happy February!